Hello, everyone. We will get started in just a minute here. All right, welcome. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. And I'm going to get started right away just in the sake of time and respecting everyone's time, whether you're listening live or to the recording, welcome. My name is Sarah Small. I'm the founder of Autoimmune Tribe and a doTERRA wellness advocate. Super excited to show you guys, because this is going to be pretty cool that you can actually see today how to balance your chakras with essential oils. So I'm going to be sharing some slides here in just a moment, and then we're going to get back on video after I go through a quick presentation and really start to be able to see this in a cool way. So I'd love for you to let me know in the chat box. Chat box is open and available for you to say where you are listening from today. If you are aware of the chakras, you have a basic understanding of the chakras, or if you are brand new to chakras, regardless, let me know. You're in the right place. We're going to be learning a lot about them today. Hi, Jill. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. Good evening. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so you guys should be able to see that now. As you already know, since you are here, the name of this short webinar is How to Balance Your Chakras with Essential Oils. And if you're just jumping on a little late, again, my name is Sarah Small, and I am the founder of Autoimmune Tribe. I have to actually allow people in as they enter, so I'm going to try to remember to do that as we go along here. Okay, so let's dive in. First, what is a chakra? We're going to go over all these things. We're going to visualize them, feel them, just go through the basics of the basic chakra system, or our main 7 chakras, and talk about specific oils we can use for those chakras. And then my favorite part, we're going to do a live demo, and then it's your turn to go and play with your oils and be able to experience them in this really beautiful, sacred way to help find more balance into your life, and really start to use them probably in a different way, I would assume for most of you, than how you're currently using your oils. So there are a lot more of you jumping on right now. If you want to introduce yourself in the chat box, just type to everybody, say hello, say why you're interested today, what excites you about essential oils. Are you an essential oil user? I'd love to hear if you guys are currently using oils or if you are brand new to oils. So again, this is just a quick outline of what we're going to go through over the next, well, it'll be less than an hour because I've got a call in an hour. So what is a chakra? The chakras are also known as our wheels of life, and we have 7 main chakras that make up our energy centers or subtle energy body. There are actually many more chakras, like your Earth Star chakra, your Soul Star chakra, but we're going to keep it pretty basic today. As I was preparing the content for this call, I took a step back for a moment and realized that we could literally talk about all of this for hours and hours and hours. But this is not a class on chakras and what they are and all the ways to balance them. It's more specifically, how can we balance them with oils? So again, we will go through an understanding of them, but we'll talk more specifically how to balance them with the essential oils. Welcome, Jill from Texas, Lexi from BC. Yay, amazing. You guys are wonderful. I love you. And you're both intuitive, so cool. Okay, so chakra is the Sanskrit word for wheel. So wheels of life, Sanskrit, chakra, wheel. And as we go on to our next slide here, the universe is composed of spinning wheels of energy. Everything is energy. We learned this a long time ago, back in probably either like middle school, high school. We learned our probably first physics lessons, and we started to learn that energy cannot be created or destroyed, and that the universe is composed of energy. And we're going to talk more specifically today about how not only is it composed of energy, but these spinning wheels of energy. So as some of you who are also intuitive soul school already know, animals, dogs have chakras, cats have chakras, humans have chakras, and it's just simply an energy center in the body. So I know many of you are probably visual learners. I'm personally a visual learner. Let me know. Are you guys visual learners? Put it in the chat box, or I can see some of you on video. You can raise your hand. Let me know if you are a visual learner. This is for you. This entire experience is really for you, because I think sometimes it's hard for us to read a Facebook post or even a published article and really understand it without seeing the effect of the oils or seeing our subtle energy body. So I think that's the hard part for us to kind of hurdle over, most of us, is that we're like, okay, yeah, here I am. I'm like, here's my skin. This is my hair and my nose and my lips and my necklace. I can feel all of these things around me. They're physical, made up of this energy that's physical. I can touch it. But our subtle energy body is not visible to the human eye, which for some of us, that's frustrating, because we're like, I can feel it, but I can't see it. And so there's this really cool type of photography called Kirlian photography. And it is able to take an image of different objects, including the human body. There's not human body on this slide right now, but including the human body. And we can see the different types of energy that surround this object. So we have, I like to point out the examples of the organic mushroom compared to the conventional mushroom. So everything we eat also has energy and vibrates at a different frequency. And we can see here in the organic tomato as well versus the conventional tomato, it has a stronger energy body. It's putting off more of a higher vibration. Same with that organic and conventional broccoli. And also cooked versus raw. I think that's really interesting as well. And then there's some other just examples there for you to see. And you guys can Google this. Like Google, there's the name right there, Kirlian photography, and you can see how this works. But I also just wanted to make a point of showing you a couple examples today so that you could see, okay, even though when I'm holding this piece of broccoli, I don't see these purple like rays emitting from it, because if you did, that could be kind of scary. But in this picture, you can see that using technology, we actually can see some of that subtle energy. Moving on to the next slide, another visual if my slides will transition. There we go. We can also do it with our chakras. And so maybe you guys have seen this with thermography photography. And we get to see some of the heat that surrounds the body and how each of us, when getting our photo taken in front of this type of technology or camera, each of our energy body would look different. So you can see there's also some descriptive words on this slide that show, okay, this kind of orange energy is indicative of creative energy. And that makes sense because our sacral chakra is also orange, and that's our creative center. Whereas we can see this kind of, that's kind of like a blue, purple, white combo. To me, that's more of like a combination of some of the upper chakras. And this woman on the right is the word that describes her as peace. So again, it's just trying to bring light to some of the ways we can visualize the chakras beyond what we'll do today. And some research for you guys if you're nerdy and interested like I am. So we have those 7 main chakras, as I mentioned before. And I like to usually work from the bottom to the top. So we have our root chakra, which is that, and I like this diagram. This is not my diagram, but I pulled this one today because they're also visualized on the image or diagram as a wheel. So think of that wheel spinning. And red is going to be our root chakra. Orange is our solar plexus. We'll go through each of these in a little more detail. Yellow, solar plexus. What did I say? Orange? Orange is sacral. Yellow is solar plexus. Green is heart. Blue is throat. Indigo or purple is also described as the third eye, and then violet or white. So those will be interchangeable, and sometimes depending on who's teaching you chakra system and what image you're looking at, those will change from time to time, the third eye and the crown. The main point I wanted to make here as well is that chakras emit from our front and our back. We often forget about the back side of our body, and we very much have a back side as much as a front side, even though we can't touch it as easily, just based on flexibility. But I like this image on the left because it's showing, okay, these are like these spinning wheels that emit forward out of our front body and out of our back body. And we'll use a little bit of that when we do the demo here today. Okay, let's go into a little bit of detail. So again, this is not important for you to memorize, but simply wanted to give everyone a foundation of what the chakras are in case you're brand new. There are 7 main chakras, as I already mentioned, but what's really cool is that they match up perfectly with our physical body in the endocrine system and endocrine glands. So in men, our root chakra is related to the testes. Women, sacral chakra, the ovaries. You can see the third chakra is going to be more of the adrenal glands, pancreas, and also the digestive system. Fourth chakra related to your thymus. That's going to be right under that breastplate, center of your chest. The pituitary gland associated with your third eye chakra, and pineal gland associated with your 7th or crown chakra. And I don't have an image of this one today. It's in another one of my chakra trainings, but there is also specific vertebra of the spine that are related to each of the chakras as well. So your cervical spine and the base of your skull is going to be more related to your crown chakra. Those first few cervical vertebrae are going to be related to your third eye, and then throat, and so on and so forth. Pretty freaking cool. So give me a comment in the box if you guys think this is pretty neat already. And so many of you are here. Awesome. Melissa from Seattle. Anali, is that how you say your name? Anali from Miami. Let me know if I'm right about that. Katie from Cleveland. Rachel from Phoenix. Awesome. Glad you guys are here spending your Sunday evening with me. So do you want to feel your chakras? Probably. If you are someone who needs to feel it to believe it, then you might want that experience in your body. I know many of you are in Intuitive Soul School, or maybe even already on my oils team, and in that case, you're probably already a believer, but we're going to just check it out anyways today, regardless if this is new, brand new, or you're a seasoned chakra scholar. And we're just going to feel our palm chakras to begin. So I'll have all of you to hold your arms out in front of you, and I'm a little bit too close to my computer, so I'm going to back up a little bit. And you'll hold your arms out in front of you, and then you'll turn one of your palms down and one of your palms up, just like this. And then you'll make just like a gently closed fist. Some of you guys have done this before. So I feel like Superman. I feel like I'm going to take off into the screen. So it doesn't matter which one is up or down because we're going to switch anyways. So you're going to open your hands, close your hands, open your hands, close your hands, open, close. Keep going. We'll do about 20 seconds here, which equals about 20 times. Open and close. And then just flip both of your hands the opposite way and keep going. So the opposite palm is up, opposite palm is down, and again, about 20 seconds. Just open and close. Three, two, one. Open your hands. Bring your hands in front of your chest, about shoulder width apart to start. And then you'll start to bring your hands very slowly closer, 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 until they're just a couple inches apart. And maybe you feel some heat. Maybe you feel some vibration, maybe some tingling. And then I like to kind of move it around and manipulate it. So I will take my hands and just slowly move them almost like I'm circling one around the other and see if I can kind of feel that energy, almost like it's like a big ball that you're molding in front of you. And this is chakra energy. It is vibration. It is our subtle energy body. Again, when we look, unless you're a very, very visual person, you might see some colors or something, but most of us won't see anything between our hands. We'll simply feel that heat. And for me today, I was feeling lots of warmth. So let me know in the comments, what did you feel as we did that? Were you able to feel it? I often do this with people and their heart chakra as well. So there's other ways to feel your chakras. That was our palm chakras today. So as I mentioned, there's a 7 main or basic chakra system, but there are also many other ones, including your palm chakras, which you just learned about and felt probably without even realizing. So let me know. Katie is tingling, Lexi Mormon tingling, Rebecca Beck felt bouncy. Anali felt warmth and a bit of vibration. You can feel it pretty far out from each other. That's awesome too. Magnetic magnets. Yep, pressure, vibration. Yeah, and so I actually get this sensation afterwards where it's like I almost want to just like rub my hands to get rid of some of the tingling feeling because it can be kind of intense for a little while. Pressure. Yeah, cool. So it sounds like a lot of you are feeling that. So that's just one way to show other people in your life as well how to feel a chakra. So we've felt them. Now, why should you care? Right? I think that chakra, that word gets thrown around a lot and we don't always, I think we label it sometimes as like woo, or we don't really understand, or we can't see it. So it's really hard for us to understand like why should I care? Why should I care about these things called chakras with these wheels of life, these energy centers? Like, tell me why. So I'm here to tell you why you should care as well, in case there's any doubt. So these pictures are just to remind me what to say. So for example, if your root chakra is imbalanced, you may feel and experience a lot of financial stress. Even if your bank account's not empty, you might be experiencing financial stress. You may also be feeling like you can't pay your bills. Maybe the bank account is close to empty and there's a lot of fear in your life. You may be living in survival mode. And as most of you here know, because you have autoimmune disease or struggle with chronic illness or just have uncomfortable symptoms, that stress does not help us heal, right? I just actually posted a new article that was published in JAMA, a journal article today in Autoimmune Tribe Facebook group that was showing that stress is linked to autoimmune disease. So we want to avoid that stress. We want to feel safe in our body, safe in our environment, in our home, safe in our financial stability. So when that's off, the root chakra is off. And what if, my friends, we could use oils to help us feel more balanced in that part of our life? Cool, right? Also, if our sacral chakra is imbalanced, either overactive or underactive, we could also be feeling loss of our sex drive, libido. We might have a very low or feeling like a non-existent libido. And ladies, I've been through this, and it's not fun, right? And it can be something we don't want to talk about, and it can be embarrassing. And again, what if we could use essential oils simply on our body to increase our sex drive and also feel more creative and passionate, and not only just sexy, but sensual, that we could be connected to our bodies and truly love our bodies even though we have imperfections. If our solar plexus is imbalanced, again, overactive or underactive, we might feel like we've lost our power. And I know in my personal healing journey that I have felt like my power has been taken away from me in the past. And it is very paralyzing and debilitating, and in many ways traumatic. And when that power gets taken away from you, we also lose our self-confidence and our ability to take action. Even if the sacral chakra has tons of creative ideas and the solar plexus is imbalanced, well, we feel like we can't actually take action on those creative ideas. So what if we could use an essential oil to help us step into our confidence, reclaim our power, and create strong energetic boundaries with those that maybe have hurt us in the past? We might also feel an imbalance in our heart chakra. And all of you empaths listening know what this feels like, where we feel maybe even like we get taken advantage of because you are a nurturer. You give to the world. You love the world. You see the best in everyone. You're a compassionate being. You put others before yourself. But sometimes it comes to bite you in the butt, because then you don't prioritize as much your own self-care and healing. This morning, I woke up and I was like, holy crap, I have a lot to do today. So I consciously put on my to-do list, Sarah, you need to meditate. Put yourself first, so that when I come on live now and live again in an hour and again in another hour, I can show up with my full energy and hold space for other people. So what if we could use an essential oil to help us create strong energetic boundaries, help us tap into our relationships and healing relationships in our life, but also self-love and self-forgiveness. So those are just a few examples of ways that imbalanced chakras can affect us on a physical level and our life in general. I'll just briefly talk about the upper chakras as well. So throat chakra imbalance, you might feel like your voice has been taken away from you, that you aren't able to speak up for yourself, that your needs, your desires don't matter, that you are not heard, understood, or seen in this world, or that you're not valued. And that's hard to speak up for yourself. Again, a lot of that's heart too, where it's like we put others first. So there's this imbalance there. And this is one of my favorite places on the entire physical body to use essential oils on that throat chakra to help us not only heal, balance that hormones like the thyroid hormones, but also to be able to speak our truth. Third eye, center of your forehead, is a place where we tap into our intuition, our truth center, our enlightenment center. And if we're not connected to our intuition, we might be feeling that gut instinct, those butterflies, that clear knowing in our body, but ignoring it. Therefore, making decisions that are not aligned with our truth and our purpose, and feeling really out of alignment. Crown chakra, top of your head, is associated to our ability to feel bliss, to feel understood, but also to understand where we fit into the world, our life purpose, and our spiritual beliefs, as well as our morals and our values. And when we feel like that part of our body is imbalanced, you might feel like, I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or I don't like my job, but I don't know where to go. I don't know what's next. Chronic illness sometimes takes us off of our feet. Some of us are on disability. Some of us literally have been bedridden for extended periods of time. And in those situations, there's often an imbalance in the crown chakra because we no longer feel like we know what our purpose is in the world. So what if we could use essential oils to help activate that purpose, to help us see that purpose in our life, and then heal the physical body so that we have energy to be able to carry through with that? Cool? Based on what we talked about so far, ladies, I think we're all ladies listening, where do you feel like you're most imbalanced? If you could pick one or two chakras, and you can remember the part of the body or the name of the chakra. I'll scroll back up for a hot second so you can see that full diagram right here. Which one would you say that you are most imbalanced in? Lexi says root and crown. That's really interesting, actually, because that's like our anchors from the bottom to the top, right? There's a lot going on in the middle, but absolutely there can be, same with Anali, root, throat, and crown. Rachel, sacral, solar, Megan, root and crown. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people that are experiencing that. Jill, root and throat. Melissa, throat. Sritha, root, heart, throat. Lots of throat. So who also has Hashimoto's or thyroid imbalance? Do we have a lot of women also listening with thyroid imbalances? Me. Sacral, throat, solar, root, heart, throat. Okay, yeah. Not so many hearts. I don't think I've seen any hearts. Oh no, Sritha said heart. Okay, sacral and throat. So it's really good to be aware of this, to be able to be insightful and like that observer of ourselves, of our body, to understand the characteristics of each chakra and figure out, where might I be imbalanced. Liver is in which chakra? Typically, I would associate that with the solar plexus chakra. Okay. So again, that question was, why should I care, Sarah? And so maybe some of you didn't need that full explanation today. But what I want to remind you of is that chakras generate the shape and behavior of the physical body. And if you leave with anything today, that might be it, actually. That's one of the strongest points I'm going to make. And well, just something I want you to take home with you. Because if you just think chakras are like this flowery, fun thing, then you're probably not going to use essential oils to help balance them. But if you understand the power of the chakras and how your energy body affects your physical body, then I think you're going to be more likely to use the oils. So I do want you to take this point and let it digest fully in your body. Chakras generate the shape and behavior of the physical body. And oils can help us manipulate the energy of the chakras, so therefore the shape and behavior of the physical body. Okay, so why oil? So I just started to answer that, actually, because there are many, many, many ways to balance each of these chakras, and we balance each of those energy centers in a different way. So the root chakra is going to get balanced in a different way than the crown chakra would. A lot of you with that root and crown imbalance. But oils are one way to do that. And essential oils are one of my favorite ways to balance the chakra energy, because everything is made up of these energies, of vibration, of frequency. So just like colors have a vibration and frequency, and crystals have a vibration and frequency, oils also have these energetic properties, just like crystals, and the color of the shirt I'm wearing, and the color of shirt you're wearing, and the leaves on the tree, well, they're almost all gone now, the leaves on the trees outside because it was snowing all day today. So when we apply essential oils, they can help activate our energy and energize either sluggish, underactive chakras and the function of the chakras, or they can also calm down with that energy and vibration the overactive chakras that are like on overdrive. And as some of you have had a healing session with me, you also know that sometimes that's not just underactive or overactive, but sometimes we get like a reverse spin in our chakras or a diagonal kind of swing in our chakras, which again is not important for you to remember or memorize. But what is that oils, as an example, here's my ginger. Can you see the label there? The ginger essential oil has a specific vibration that is different than, what else? What did I grab here? Frankincense essential oil. So they each have a unique frequency vibration based on the plant that they were derived from. So ginger comes from, I have got ginger in my fridge right now. There's ginger root. It comes from that root. Versus frankincense comes from the sap of a tree. So each of these oils is from a plant, like the root of a plant, a tree, a leaf, a fruit, or the peel of a fruit, like citrus peel, or a flower. And so they're all from the earth. They're all naturally derived from the earth. And the quality does matter. quality absolutely matters. Just like you saw the broccoli in that previous screen that had the kind of, they had the organic and the conventional broccoli with the imagery of the Kirlian photography around it. If you were to take a picture of the ginger essential oil or a piece of ginger with that same photography, it would have different colors around it than the lemon essential oil or a full lemon and the energy around that. So each of these is very unique, very different. There is a chemistry wheel that I use as a wellness advocate, which is just someone who teaches and shares essential oils, that also allows me to see which ones are similar to each other, because there's certainly ones that are similar and have similar healing properties based on their chemical components. And I know we're all natural body beauty product care users. So when I say chemical, I do not mean chemical like chemicals from candles that you burn or chemicals that are fumes from car exhaust or anything. I mean natural chemical components that are in the molecular structure of an essential oil. So is that clear so far? Just let me know if anything's confusing. So we can simply use the energy of each of these oils to help balance our own energy body. Simple, okay? So let's go through each of the chakras briefly. And there's just a reminder that energy equals information that vibrates. And we'll go through each of these energy centers and talk about I think I have 2 or 3 essential oils for each as suggestions today. Please know that these are merely suggestions. There's actually quite a few oils that could be used for each of these chakras, and you might find intuitively that you're more drawn to a different one to help you balance that chakra, and that's okay. This is not a strict hard rule that's set in stone or a law about what oils you can and cannot use for each chakra. Instead, there's flexibility. There's room to play and to experiment in a safe way. I do recommend you always go low and slow when you are a new essential oil user. So low, meaning we're not going to pour the whole bottle over our body, and slow, so we're also not going to apply 5 times a day right away. And I do recommend you dilute the essential oils. Part of the reason is because, as we learned last year based on research, that when the oils are diluted with fractionated coconut oil or FCO, they're actually more effectively absorbed and utilized by our physical body. So I'm actually using pure oils today, but I typically make roller balls or purchase pre-made roller balls, and the oils last longer too. Okay, so root chakra is going to be at the base of your spine or your sacrum, and the feet are also often associated with our root chakra, but when you look at any diagram, it's always going to show it at the base of the spine. So here's just some components, and each of these, you can read the slides, and feel free to take a screenshot of the slides. I don't care if you guys screenshot the slides today, so that you can see some of the components of each of these. So it shows where it is located, the element that it is associated with. So in this case, it's going to be the earth element. Some characteristics of that chakra, which in this case we talked about it being based on survival, and then the energy of it, which is grounding. Also food. So again, that's why this could have been a 3, 4, 5 hour conversation, because there's also certain types of food and food groups that are associated with. There's a bunny running outside right now. Just got corner of my eye, caught it. Different food groups that are also good at helping to balance these specific energies. So in this case, proteins are good for the root chakra. Crystals that are good for balancing. So in this case, smoky quartz. And then what we're more concerned about today is simply the essential oils. So I love Balance, Vetiver, and Ginger essential oil to help balance the root chakra. So in general, again, like I said, there's not hard rules here. Root and tree bark oils are going to be my favorites for balancing the root chakra, because think about the energy of roots, grounding, tree, trunk, sturdy, stable, grounded. Though that energy is in the oil, and then therefore that energy is something that you can apply to your physical body. I'm going to go through as well and also give you one suggestion on how to apply whatever oil you choose for that chakra. So in this case, I like to apply the oils to my feet, because again, I think we're all women listening here today. This is basically like around your vagina. And you don't want to put like ginger essential oil in that part of your body. So put it on the bottoms of your feet. And it's a really good way to regulate that sense of grounding and stability in your life too, because your feet are also what are usually connected to the earth and what travel along the earth, and our connection, that sensation of our feet in the dirt or grass or the floor beneath us. Okay. And then the last part of each of these slides will show I like to start all my affirmations with this last part. So it's about being here. So if I am here, I am blank. Fill in that blank with your affirmation. So it's about being here, being present. Sacral chakra, color orange, below your navel, water, desire, sexuality. It's going to be liquids as far as the food groups that it's associated with. Because think of flow. And sacral, as women, is about our feminine flow. So that liquid is going to be like, think of a river that's flowing. Aragonite is the name of a crystal. It's a really cool crystal. If you've never heard of it, I suggest you look it up. That just got separated onto two lines, but that says clary sage, cassia, and cinnamon bark are three of my favorite essential oils to use to balance the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra, I like to apply to my low back. So not quite down to the sacrum, that's more in your, butt crack, but the low back. I like to apply there. And I also like to apply, especially my Clary Calm roller ball, to my low abdomen and that right above the pubic bone. And this is a great way to stimulate the energy in your sacral chakra. And again, as like a general category of oil I like to use, I like spicy oils because our sacral chakra is all about that creative kind of potent energy and sexuality, sensuality. Okay, let's move on to the next slide, and feel free to put any questions in the box. There is one, Katie Rice. Wouldn't the process of distillation disturb the energy? So the energy of, I gotta get my charger. The energy of a full lemon, for example, let's just use lemon oil as an example, is going to be different than the energy of the lemon essential oil. But what I have found, and I certainly do not have this photography capability or technology in my home, but what I have found is that the energy of essential oils are much more potent than that pure lemon. So if we use the theories I've talked about so far, you'd think you could just put a lemon on your solar plexus chakra, right? You could just put a whole fruit there and it has that energy. But lemon essential oil, I don't know the specific statistics, but it's going to take a lot more lemons than one to make this full 15 milliliter bottle of lemon essential oil. So it is much more potent. However, the molecular structure of that oil or volatile aromatic compound is going to remain intact. So I hope that answers your question. That part stays intact, and as it would be in the natural fruit in this case. Okay, where was I? So sacral, low abdomen, low back are where I like to apply. And this is all about feeling, all about feeling. A lot of us have closed this off if we're not comfortable with feeling. Solar plexus, going to be above your navel, the color yellow. This is our fire center, our power, our will, our confidence, as I mentioned before. Starches are going to help us balance the solar plexus chakra, again, as like a major food group, not a specific food. So within that, pick the foods that you may be able to eat according to your unique body. Citrine is the name of a crystal, one of my favorite crystals, also a good one for attracting abundance into your life. My two favorite oils to use for your solar plexus are lemon and elevation. Elevation is a proprietary blend from doTERRA specifically, and if you guys haven't already noticed, I only use doTERRA essential oils, so I only recommend doTERRA blends. So that's going to be elevation or lemon. And when you are using either of these oils to balance the solar plexus, I like to do a little bit of a massage on my stomach. So I'll just do small circles, and I can turn my camera down a little bit so you guys can see. I just do small circles across my belly. And I typically go in a clockwise direction, which is also the direction of the way that the chakra spins a balanced chakra spins. So I like to do a clockwise direction on my belly when I'm applying any of these oils for solar plexus balancing. Remember, again, it's best to dilute those essential oils and to go low and slow. Heart chakra. Let's switch. Oh, and this is all about action. We talked about that. Heart chakra. So it is located center of your heart, your chest. It's actually the color green, which is not in the slide, but the color green. And I was just talking to Rachel about this past week, that an empowered empath, often their energy of their heart chakra then turns to pink. So pink or green are actually both associated. The element of air, it's love, it's peace. Vegetables are the food group. Malachite is a green crystal. It's a really cool green crystal. Two oils I like to use are Forgive, again, another blend, has a green label on the bottle, and lavender. Many of us may experience imbalances in the heart chakra as an empath if we have not created strong energetic boundaries to balance those feelings, that highly sensitive personality that we have, which is not a weakness, it's a huge strength, but helps to also have a balanced heart chakra to be able to protect you and know what is yours and what is not yours to carry with you. This is all about love. It is to love, I love. I start my heart chakra affirmations with I love and then blank. Where do you apply the lavender or the Forgive? Well, you can put it right on your heart center, and I like to think of it as like anointing your soul. So anointing your body with this oil on the middle of the chest, kind of around that thymus or breastbone. If you have someone who loves you and wants to help you support balancing your chakras, they can put it between your shoulder blades, and that would be beautiful as well. I like to apply it to my chest, and I like to do a little bit of tapping, which again is a whole another tool in your toolbox. So I like to do a little tapping on the chest as I do that, or just a little circles again. So in general, I like to use aromatic and kind of flowery oils for the heart chakra. So that's why I love lavender for this one too. I forgot to tell you, for the solar plexus in general, I use most of the yellow labels. So lemon has a yellow label, elevation has a yellow label, cheer has a yellow label from doTERRA. So it's actually pretty easy to find the solar plexus ones because most of them have a yellow label already. And then heart, so I mentioned Forgive, green label, going to be the color of the heart chakra, and then lavender, which is purple, but again, that major kind of group of like the aromatic flowery oils. Okay, moving on to throat chakra. So located at the base of your throat, right around your thyroid gland, which now we know a lot. This is pertinent to many of us listening, and this is going to be the color blue. And that flower's got a little bit of purple to it in that picture, but it's blue. And it is about sound and communication, creative expression. Fruit would be that major food group. Sodalite, blue, it's a blue crystal. Peppermint and spearmint are my personal favorites to help balance the throat chakra. And I like to actually create a spray most of the time. So you could make a blend of more than just peppermint or spearmint in water, or you could use them just diluted. Here's my peppermint right here on the base of your throat. There's some really good thyroid blends that you can make on your own and apply to the throat as well. But another cool way to do that, other than applying to your body, is to make a little bit of like a body spray or room spray, so that it's like you are in the entire energy of that oil, and applying it to your throat is just as beneficial. But I want to give you multiple ways to use these oils, and this will make more sense as well. I like most of the high menthol oils for the throat chakra. So those are the ones that if you grew up using like Vicks Vapo Rub, which I'm sure many of us did, or like Icy Hot even for muscles, you know that menthol, that sensation you get where it's like, whoa, I can breathe. The difference is that those are not necessarily natural products. whereas peppermint or spearmint are purely just from that plant and nothing else, and have the same benefits of the menthol. And so those air opening kind of clearing oils are ones I like to use for the throat chakra. So that spray is one that not only am I going to get the benefits of topically in my body, but that I can also smell it. And as you guys know, the nasal canals, it's all connected. Okay, let's go into third eye. So our third eye is the space between our eyebrows, just basically the center of your forehead. And it's associated with light and your intuition, as many of us are opening an intuitive soul school right now. Your imagination, dream state, superfoods. Think of like acai and some of the blends that I think of like adaptogenic herbs as well. Some of the, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I really like the moon juice products, and they have a lot of superfoods in their blends, the superfoods. The crystal amethyst, fun purple crystal. 3 essential oils I like to use here: serenity, again, that's a doTERRA blend, myrrh, and frankincense, just as frank on the slide, but frankincense. And this is all about seeing, clear seeing. And I like to use the oils for my third eye chakra balancing in 2 ways. One is simply put a drop of the oil on your pointer finger and rub it into your forehead, right here. And I'm gonna be honest, I know I said like serenity would be a good one, and what else did I put on the slide? Myrrh and frankincense. But sometimes when you feel like you need to wake the heck up, I also put peppermint right there. Don't put your finger in your eye afterwards or anywhere else afterwards, but this is a really good way, that peppermint, to like open and like get clarity and focus after a headache. But in general, I like to use some of the old, I shouldn't say old, like historical oils that go back into history, like frankincense and myrrh, which date back thousands and thousands of years. They've been used and have been used for literally centuries. And I think of them as like the wise oils, and we use them for our wise third eye, the intuitive oils. Purple actually labels on the doTERRA bottles are oils I tend to like for the third eye, but like the serenity, but I like that frankincense and myrrh for like that deep, they hold this like wise energy within them that helps open the third eye. Okay, any questions about that, let me know. Last chakra we're gonna cover today is the crown chakra. Third eye was purple, by the way. Crown is going to be white. And this is the top of your head, top of your skull. It's all about thought and understanding, bliss. Instead of a food group, there's more of like a relationship with food here, which is fasting. So think of like intermittent fasting for your crown chakra. Again, we don't have time to talk all about that today, but you could certainly Google intermittent fasting and you will get lots of information. The crystal I like to use is clear quartz, and the oil Purify, which is again a doTERRA blend, which is all about purifying and cleansing. And then cypress. And cypress is the oil of motion, which is why I like it for the crown chakra. And I like to diffuse oils for the crown chakra. So Purify is actually a beautiful one to diffuse in your home because it helps clean the air in your space. Cypress, I will also diffuse, but you could also apply it. Typically, we don't want to put oils into our hair. You know, if we have our hair colored, that could mess with the color of our hair. But I will put it on the mastoid bone, which is basically right behind your ears, right here. And also your vagus nerve runs through right here as well. So you're gonna get actually benefits to your entire body if you apply behind your ear. But I like to use it for the crown chakra benefits as well. So cypress, and cypress is that oil of motion, and part of imbalances in the crown chakra could be feeling like, I don't know what to do next. I can't make this decision, or I'm in analysis paralysis. So that cypress helps us move forward, say yes or no, whatever that answer is, but like make those decisions and move through making decisions, but also just our energy, this movement of energy in our body. All right, any questions, let me know. I want to show you guys, this is my favorite part, I'm most excited about, but I'm gonna have to move. was thinking about this earlier today, and I was like, oh, this is going to be too hard to show them. And then I was like, you know what, Sarah? Just lay on the floor and show them anyways. So I'm going to lay on the floor and show you anyways. And if you want a little bit of entertainment, I just posted this on Instagram. I thought she'd probably move by now, but can you guys see that? My dog is in the laundry basket. She loves warm laundry. So I'm just going to put you guys down here. And let's see, what do we have? We had a lot of crown chakra, root chakra. Yeah, we could do, well, I can't apply for the root chakra today. Let's do solar plexus, okay? So I'm gonna grab my lemon essential oil, which is the my solar plexus oil of choice for the day. And I'm gonna take the pendulum, and a healthy balanced chakra is going to rotate clockwise direction at about a rotation of 1/1000 per second. So I'm manipulating this here, but that's about the look of a healthy chakra. Underactive would just be really small movement. Overactive is going to go really big and crazy, as I was hinting to before. And so this is a little bit difficult to do on our own bodies. And actually, let me stop sharing my screen so you guys can like just see me. Can you guys see me? Can everyone see me? Sort of, my head's, I know my head's right there. And I'm going to hold this pendulum. We're getting really interactive here today. Over my solar plexus. So solar plexus is going to be right, that's my belly button, right up here. And I haven't done this today, so I don't know what's going to happen as far as if I'm balanced here or not. My arm's a little bit in the way for you guys. I'll do it with my left hand next time. So can you see it's more of just there's sort of a circle, but it's mostly going up and down, okay? And then I'm gonna take the lemon essential oil, and I'm just gonna put, it only takes one drop onto my fingers, and then I'm gonna apply it right above my belly button, okay? And again, I'm just going in a couple circles, and you could actually give yourself a full belly massage here. And then I'm going to lay back down and hold my pendulum over that space I just applied the essential oil. You guys can probably see why it's hard to do on yourself. Do you guys see that? Full circles, balanced chakra. I should have put a pillow down for myself. Okay. Want me to do one more, or is that clear for you guys? Let me go down to, so cool, so cool. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Do another for fun. Okay, I'll do another. Probably do heart. I'm trying to think about where can I, like, I don't want to, like, I can't take my pants off, clearly, so I can't do my root chakra for you. Crown chakra is a little bit harder, but again, you could do the mastoid bone. Mostly it's just hard to hold the pendulum over your head, but I'll do the heart chakra. And what heart chakra oil? I've got lavender as the heart chakra oil for today. So, glad no one else is home, because they come downstairs and be like, what are you doing? All right, where? Heart up here. Let me hold it with the other hand, although this is going to be a little weird for me because I never do it with this hand. But I want you guys to be able to see. Oh, I know. I'll just lay this way. Okay, so over the heart. Can you see? Yes. Oh. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it's spinning, but it is pretty small, which is not so good. I want to have a nice open heart chakra. So a little underactive, not the up and down like the solar plexus was, but still something funky going on. So I'll apply the lavender, just one drop my fingers, and I'll rub that into my chest. So again, it's just like that kind of hard plate on your chest. And then I will lay back down and hold this over my heart. And I mean, that was pretty immediate. I'm trying not to move too much, but I hope you guys can clearly see that it's moving faster and it's moving in bigger circles now. Yeah, I hope you guys can see that. Cool? It's freaking awesome, right? Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna stand back up and come back over to the table. And I'd love to hear from you guys, what is your reaction to that? And pendulums, PS, are $10. Anyone can get one. And you can get them at metaphysical stores, you can get them on Amazon. I like to get clear quartz personally as a pendulum. And you can do this on people very easily and hold it over their body in a much easier way than you can hold it over yourself. Awesome as always. I didn't think it'd be so immediate, so awesome. Yeah, it's really immediate. And once you have this little secret in your toolbox, how cool. It's like a party trick, right? So let me just share my screen with you again. And I just have a couple more slides to get through, and we've got 5 more minutes here, and then we'll wrap up. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys that I put together a special kit for you. So this is not available from doTERRA specifically. This is from me. This is from Sarah Small. This is from Autoimmune Tribe. And these are in order, the oils for each of your chakras. So if you are not yet an oil user, then I would love for you to try out this kit, so then you can also purchase your pendulum separately and then use each of these oils to balance your chakras. Ginger will be for the root chakra. And as I go through this, actually, if you are an oil user, you can just add each of these to your order and, you know, make your own kit by putting it in your cart on your own. That's a simple thing to do. So ginger, cassia is for the sacral chakra, lemon, solar plexus, lavender for your heart, peppermint for your throat, myrrh for that third eye. Yes, third eye. And then I just have frankincense in front of me, not myrrh today, but that's another one you can use. And then cypress is going to be for the crown. So all of these oils are $177 total, not including tax and shipping and all that. So if anyone is interested in joining our team, I'd love to have you guys, but I'd also, regardless of what team you are on, or if you're already on our team, to try this. Go try it. It's so cool. And you can really influence different aspects of your being, your energy, your life in a simple, and like Rachel said, immediate way that I think we probably didn't expect. When you do join, in case you are not already part of our team, I just want to briefly tell you that you get an invitation to Oil Camp. Oil Camp is a 2-week online course with short videos that take about 20 minutes per day, and you get to learn how to use all of our products. And there's videos of me teaching you, but there's also videos from our whole team teaching you. You get a free wellness consultation from me, Sarah Small. We talk on the phone 20-30 minutes, and we go over your specific needs, and I recommend specific oils for your needs and tell you how this all works in case you're confused. You also get access to a quarterly 5-day cleanse. So that means 4 times a year you have the option to join us in a cleanse. And that cleanse incorporates the oils, but it also incorporates food, nutrition, and DIY products. DIY tutorials for you to make your own products. Access to the oil sanctuary. And I can give you a sneak peek of the oil sanctuary in a second, because there's also something for free in there for all of you listening that I just made available like 10 minutes before we started. And the Oil Sanctuary is my membership that I've put together with my team that offers you content, rituals, remedies, and protocols that are specific to chronic illness and autoimmune disease and that healing process. So really cultivated for you. You guys listening are my ideal community and who I curate content for. And then a free gift from me that I'll pop for you in the mail, which is basically just some extra oil goodies. And what questions do you have? So let me know if you have any other questions. I'm going to switch the screen that I'm sharing, except for I definitely lost the Zoom bar. Okay, stop share. There we go. Stop sharing. And then I'm going to share my internet browser and this page. So I have what's called the, oh, it's not there yet, is it? Now it is. Now you can see it. I have the Oil Sanctuary, monthly rituals, remedies, and protocols for your personal healing, more specifically for women with chronic illness. And if you're not part of our team, you can join for a one-time fee of $150. If you are on our team, this is completely free. And here's some examples of the content that is inside. So there's a protection ritual, a releasing ritual, affirmation and oil pairings, crystal and oil pairings, meditations, different protocols, including a Lyme disease protocol. And if you go to this page, and I can link this for you guys, but it's just autoimmunetribecourses.com. And then you go to the Oil Sanctuary and you can look at this free preview. So chakra healing with oils. And if you click preview, it'll take you to here. And if it's not already downloadable, I was planning to make it downloadable for you guys. So you can download this 8-page guide on oils to use, the meaning of the chakra, the color of the chakra, the location of the chakra, so that you have a little cheat sheet guide to use moving forward. Cool? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Any questions? Okay. What is the price to join your team? We already have a good stock of oils. So if you don't want to buy a kit and join the team, it's just $35. So fast. Yes. So cool. Yay. Okay. Love you all. I've got ladies jumping on here for intuitive soul school practice session, so we've got to get off. But I would love for you guys to join my team. If you just want to join and you don't want to purchase oils right away, it's $35. Otherwise, you can buy that chakra healing kit and come join our fun. We have a really good time. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys have a beautiful rest of your night, and I will hopefully be in touch with you all soon. If not, you guys can always ask questions in the Essential Oils for Autoimmune Tribe Facebook group, and I'm always there to support you. Sending you love.